'Cause tonight will be the night that I fall for you.
I'm muted again. Oh my days. Oh my days. I was so freaking funny. I lost so much aura. Chat gamers. How much aura did I lose just now? I bet you I just lost all my aura. Oh my days. Oh my god. I'm actually not doing it for the bit. I genuinely thought I was unmuted. This is actually so embarrassing. I'm actually gonna start like tweaking out soon. You know how like Ryan Gosling looks at like the billboards and it's like Blade Runner? I feel like him right now. Like I'm just looking at the screen blankly. A single tear just rolls down my leg and I haven't noticed my OBS settings. No, seriously, you gotta believe me. I actually set up stream like last minute. Like however long it takes me to start stream and you guys wait in the waiting room is however long it takes me to start. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes. Who knows? It's gotcha. At the end of the day, life is gotcha. Am I right? But I was like saying such funny things, so I want you to all laugh. Erohime Mir, you're so freaking funny. You made me burst a blood vessel.
Well, my comment from earlier foreshadowed early bird catches the muted bat girls. I wasn't muted, okay? I wasn't muted. That was just an error in the system, alright? That was just a glitch in the system. But yeah. What's up, Sigmers?
Loki can sense the dripping warm aura. Exactly. I'm aura maxing. Like, I totally didn't like fumble stream. I'm just melting in happiness and warmth. What is banana plus 10 equal chicken? It equals to mind goblins. Do you know what mind goblins are? It's mind goblin these nuts in your mouth. But that's alright. That's alright. Totally didn't see these coming. Well, I bet you didn't see these nuts in your mouth. Thank you for the follow, DGK60. Thank you. But you know, I am funny. I am very funny. Exactly. But hey, none of you saw that coming. Let's be honest. I'm going to just say this, but today will be a slightly shorter stream. I'm feeling a bit tired, but I did have like a very rough Chungus day. I almost like got hit by a car. You know, someone nearly pushed me down the stairs. I nearly slapped an old lady. And then a group of teenagers were on my train. So like, you know, it is what it is, but it adds to the character development. It adds to the lore. I feel like, you know, it's just a normal day down under when you escape your confines and head into the cruel and twisted world. But, you know, it's just me living in a horrible world full of freaks. What the Sigma? Slapped an old lady? Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Like, there have been countless times where I've like nearly hit people with my instruments. Like, when I was in high school, I almost hit a year 7 student with my flute because I was like... So you know how when you hold your stuffed toy or you hold it in front of you, right? And you start swinging around like it's your dancing partner? I kind of did that with my flute, except like I held it out like a rod and I was just swinging and dancing around in the music room. And as I swing, this girl just ducks at the right time and I was like, whoa. Error, how mad would you be if I dropped by for a minute and then suddenly disappeared? I mean, you're not allowed to leave, alright? Like, can you see your seat, right? I've got you chained. I've got you chained to the bone.
no one's leaving an Erohime Mir stream.
I think you like hitting people. Just say you want to be hit. Just say you want to be hit. It's okay. I won't judge you for your freaky kinks. If you like being hit, that's okay. All kinks are allowed here. Except for like, you know, what is a weird kink that we can't accept? Feet. I think feet's really, really weird. We should like abolish feet. Like armpits are fine. Under your knees are fine. But you know, feet. NTR too. True. NTR is also freaky deaky. That is also weird. But I think feet is definitely weird. I don't want to think about feet or NTR though today. Someone unchain me. I guess we're like the game where it's like chained together. Oh my days. We're chained together. Thank you for the follow, Greedy Group. Thank you. Within the Saja boys, I definitely prefer Ginu. Or what was the other one? Abby, but I'm kind of basic like that. Oh my days. You know what? I really love it when games or animes name drop the thing that they're about. For example, like, you know how Solo Leveling goes, oh my god, I'm finally solo leveling. Or like the Fantastic Four movie where they're like, what should we name ourselves? There's 4 of us and we're kind of fantastic. I kid you not though, the solo leveling line is actually a line in the anime. He actually goes, now I'm finally solo leveling. I feel like it's very peak fiction. It's like as if when I go on stream, I'm Erohime Mir. Probably doesn't hit as crazy as like other animes though. Bocchi the Rock one was nice. What did Bocchi the Rock say? Oh my god, it's Bocchi and she rocks. I can imagine it being like along the lines of like, now that's Bocchi and she's rocking. Or it's like, oh my days, can we give it up for Bocchi the Rock? It was a scene telling Bocchi that she's Bocchi the Rock. Thought so. I mean, Bocchi the Rock is very a wholesome anime, but like not my anime. Real ones know that K-On! Came first. It's all the same thing. I feel like every few years, the same type of genre gets spit out and remixed, but except it's like less racist, you know? Real ones know that K-On! Walked so that Bocchi the Rock could run.
Mir is in Erohime Databayo. My name is not Erohime Mir, kitten. Get that right, or I will give you correction. Yada yada does it.
K-On! Was the music one? Yes, it was the music one where a band of schoolgirls make music together. It's similar to Bocchi the Rock. They have the same format. I feel like if you enjoy one, you enjoy the other. And K-On! Fans are a little bit crazy, but it's okay. We love crazy ones. I personally haven't watched a lot of musical animes. Like, I think No Your Lie in April was the one I watched. I almost said No Game No Life. I don't even know why. It's not even music related. But I tried to get into Love Live and all the idol animes. But this is my personal opinion. But is it just me, or idol animes, like animes that are based off games or like idol games or rhythm games, usually have the most bland plot. It's very one-dimensional, and usually there is just not much substance to the character. I find myself having a hard time to watch it. But K-On was definitely a 2015 thing. I also do have one of those pink K-On banners that every single girl has online. Girls Band Cry was pretty good. Twist. Girls Band Cry. I have not seen Girls Band Cry. I've heard it's good. It looks very, very nice. Oh, and there was also the D4DJ, right? There was that one that was trending for a while where it was like all the racist girls. They were like saying slurs and all at the camera and leaning in. I have not watched Aikatsu. I'm so sorry, but it was involved in my childhood. Like, I had a lot of friends that loved talking about it. I have this one friend who would not shut up and was like,
I love Aikatsu. I want to be an idol. I want to be a cute anime girl.
and you know, she's currently being a cute anime girl as we speak. But I personally didn't watch it, but I did involve myself in the content. I really liked the characters and the designs. It was actually inspiration when I was doing my animation degree. Yo, sis, there's cock on your shirt?
What? What?
Buddy, my eyes are up here, not down there. Why are you looking down there? That's kind of freaky. This huge cock on me? What? What the freaking chungus? Guys, my eyes are up here. Not down there. There's nothing to see down there.
Man, you guys are weird.
Oh, that was your third leg. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. I know sometimes when I stand behind you and hug you, I can poke you. And I do apologize for poking you. It's not my intention to, but you just gotta be patient with me. I get a little bit excited when I see you. Hello, Matt. Welcome. It seems you have met my third leg. Are you an elephant? Why is it so long? Has your mother ever told you that it's very rude to constantly ask questions? You know, there's a saying called freak around and find out, right? Why don't you come closer and find out what's underneath this table? You know, what's under there? You ask me underwear. Yeah, okay. Underwear? Haha, made you say underwear. Oh my god. Thank you for the resub for the 7 months, Matt.
7 months?
Wait, I gotta speak it in a Matt Chan voice.
7 months? It really has been a lovely 7 months.
2 more months, and then we have a full-grown baby together. Keep carrying that baby. You got this. But that's crazy. It is crazy. Ero, do you still play Roblox? I do still play it from time to time, but I haven't been able to. I've been playing more Overwatch behind the scene. I feel like Overwatch is more fun, but I crash out more, which is the only reason why I don't stream it nowadays, because like I become such a little toxic rat. I'm like, oh my day, she's not actually healing me. Oh my god. And I want to, like, you know, be a proper young Batgirl on the internet. But I feel like Overwatch is slowly starting to bring the worst in me out. It's bad. You training for Overwatch for a stream in the future? Not really, not particularly. It's just that I feel like FPS games are not really enjoyable to watch. I don't know. I used to do a lot of Valorant early on. But maybe I'll bring back like Overwatch next week, where I like rant about how much I hate Mercy players, and then you see my whole inventory and it's just Mercy skins. I'm a bit of a hypocrite, but Overwatch is fun. But League? Yeah. There needs to be like a nice slur we can call league players. Leaguers are just like, I can't stand league players. I would never stream League. If I stream League, I hope you know that I have like a gun at the back of my head and someone is whispering. It's probably like one of you guys, you know, breaking into my house and forcing me to play League. We call them legends. The thing is, you can't call League players legends because it makes them sound like they're worth something, you know? Like, wow, look at that legend playing League. That doesn't hit well, you know? Like, with Valorant, I feel like you can call them E-daters. Overwatch, you can call them, like, Overwatch scrubs. How would you call League players? Exactly. League would imply that they're cool. But yeah, no League stream for me. But I think in the future, if I was to genuinely do one, it would have to be like, I don't know, like some learning curve experience because I don't really know how to play League and it's so hard. Summoners makes them seem like they're useful in life, like they're summoning stuff, they're creating. We gotta like have this horrible phrase. Oh, I know what we can call League players.
You'll never be a faker. You'll never be a cute anime girl. You are a mockery. You'll never get onto Faker's team. He will never notice you. Your skin will never be on the Hall of Fame. And you will never get your custom autograph. You will never ever go 200-0-0. You will always be getting ganked. I hope your top laner never ever helps you. And your jungler never ganks for you. I hope that your support keeps trading you and that you never get your item until late game. I hope the Zarya gets fed so much and that your Yumi is just a Yumi one-trick pony. And no, we will not be playing League on Sunday, Poker. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. But I'm just saying I don't play League, so how would I know these terms, you know? I don't want to know anything about League. This is just a hunch. You sure do know a lot of terms for someone who doesn't play it? Okay. As a professional hater, right? You gotta, like, be well versed in what you hate. Why would I hate on something and not know my sources and understand the context? Like, if I'm trying to, you know, go against a die-hard fan that is like, actually, League is like the greatest game. I love it so much. My E-Kitten, she helps me under the desk. And my Yumi, she pockets me while I'm like a crazy Ezreal main. I gotta like debunk that theory. I gotta learn the terminology so I can be one step ahead. You know, as Nikocado Avocado always said, I'm always 2 steps ahead. And I feel like I need to be ahead of the game. Playing League to hate on it more efficiently. Exactly! Cite your sources. Cite your sources. I have played League once, but like, I'm not that good is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, we gotta make better, like, League insults. I feel like the one I made isn't that good, you know? I gotta be like, your auto attack will miss every time. You will never get that ace you dream of. That attack damage you have is horrible. I hope that when you're running physical, they go magic power. I hope that their ability power outscales your physical power. Your AoEs have no effect. In ARAM, you will get stomped and you will not get any heal pools. Your armor is useless. They will push your backlines. You will have no buffs. They will spam haste on you. That dash you had, you just wasted it. That ult you had, you missed your CC. Your jungler is countering you. You will never get those crits. And those CSs you wanted, you will never get a minion CS. You are an entire mockery. Your DPS is insane. You will never do well. Your dives will fail. And your elo will always be piss slow.
That's where you belong, Normie. FF15.
But yeah, League's weird, guys. League's weird. I would never play that game. I would never play that game.
Hello, Chikoko. Hello, welcome. Chikoko is the artist that did my About Me panels, by the way. Absolute legend. I gotta shout out to them. She does art streams from time to time. How do I shut? Yippee! But I do not play League, okay? I do not play League. If you're a real leaguer, there is no wasted flash, only wasted potential to flash. See, you're the real League player. You're the real League player. My bad. But yeah, as everyone knows, if you're put on like red side, it's GG easy, FF15. But as I always say, if I gotta be a hater, I gotta hate properly. I gotta cite my sources, and I just gotta, keep on pushing. And that is why when I play Overwatch, I play Mercy, so I can hate on the Mercy players. I see a Mercy player doing a very bad build, I can hate ethically. I'm not hating for no reason. I'm not being misogynistic. I'm not being a rat. I'm ethically hating because objectively, I know what they're doing is wrong. And this is what I use my spare time to do. Anytime I'm not streaming, I'm just a hater. We're in our hater arc.
I'm just a Sigma after all, guys. Don't kill me.
But at the end of the day, we're here to have joy and whimsy. I'm Erohime Mir, and we're never playing League on this account. I mean, I feel like streaming League would be funny, but League is one of those games where, like, genuinely, if you are having a bad game, it does stay a bad game. It's not like Valorant or Overwatch where you can come back to it. What about Valorant? Okay. Don't make me talk about Valorant. I will crash out. Valorant is like a different type of evil. It is like you go to unranked and you see rats everywhere. You go to Swift Play and you see the E-daters. You go to like everywhere and there's like a Jet and a Sage matching name. The Rainer is always a 16-year-old boy with a oi 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 baka voice who wants to impress every single E-kitten. I prefer Valorant Overwatch. I used to prefer that until I realized that Overwatch was like the best game ever because it truly is spectator slop. Like, there are so many characters where I'm literally just not even aiming, but I still get to participate. And I like the constant engagement where whenever you die, you get to come back into the game and continue what you're doing. Whereas Valorant, I feel like I'm just spectating someone while I'm eating my food. Why are we lying now? Why are we lying that we like Valorant? Like, what's so good about Valorant other than like getting one-shot headshot by Reyna who is holding up down long and you told your teammates to not push through C long and they have to push through C long, and your Yoru tries to do the craziest TP but he ends up TPing to A side, and now you have like 2 people down, and so you're 3 people that are all sent 3 people that like blah 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 blah. TLDR, the DPS never DPS in that game and the supports never support in that game. If only there was a better game than Overwatch while keeping the same core mechanics but in a more fun way and in the Marvel universe. I'm sorry, buddy, but I gotta disagree on that. I actually think, okay, my honest opinion on Marvel Rivals is that at the start it was very fun, but towards the end it kind of didn't become fun. Like, for me, the mechanics of the game, like, some of it is very neat, but ultimately it didn't have that joy and whimsy Overwatch had. My main issue with Marvel was more of the design elements in the game rather than the mechanics. I really didn't like how all the character silhouettes were similar. I didn't like how all the female characters had that one body type. It was very, very hard. Like, my friend would be like,
Oh my god, Harry Mirror, can you get that blonde woman over there?
And I'd look into the distance and I'd see like 4 different blonde women and I'd be like,
Who? Buddy?
but Venom can twerk, and you know who else can twerk? I can twerk. So like, whoa. But honestly, in terms of characters and just designs, I was more attached to the Overwatch characters. I felt like the Overwatch characters had more life and design to it. I personally was never a fan of the Marvel characters, so there is a little bit of bias towards it. You can't twerk if you're 2D? What do you mean you can't twerk if you're 2D? Have you seen Overwatch? What do you mean it's 2D? Oh wait, you mean me. Sorry. I can't read. Open up the schools, please.
3D debuted soon, gang.
All this FPS brain rot is like just making me lose brain cells. Hello, new people. Hello. Thank you for joining. Ever 3D showed us something amazing. I hope you're not talking about that thing, you know. My eyes were like, you know, my eyes are up here. You better not be looking down there under the desk.
You guys are freaks. Freaks, I tell you. Freaks.
Let me get the Chrissy Chan video up while we're at it. I am just a cute Batgirl. You guys are just being freaks and just being weird. Everyone knows that I am just wholesome. I'm kind. I am loving. I am full of love. I am wholesome. I am cute. I am cute. I am loving. I am wholesome. I am wholesome. That again. Alright, let me try and find the video. Sorry, just give me a moment. But yeah, we're going to watch the video in a bit when I can find it. But you know, do you guys know who Sakon is? Do you know what Sakon did the other day? It was kind of crazy. It's like a different locale, this new Sakon person. Do you guys know? Please tell me that you do know and that I'm not talking to myself.
Wait. Just so the Australian tag. Don't tell me you're... Yeah, I'm sorry, but I got that funny accent.
You don't know who Sakon is? No, you do know Sakon. Sakon these nuts. I'm not funny. Everyone, you're supposed to laugh. Wow, Arahime Mia. I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat it again?
Sack on these nuts.
Hey. I might be out of the psych ward right now, but you can't lie. Foot job from a psych girl with grippy socks? The best thing, if I do say so myself. Foot job from a girl with grippy socks. Also, I do have many tabs, but they're not Rule 34 tabs. I'm just trying to find the Chris Chan episode we were on, okay? I promise you, I'm a very wholesome girl. I'm very, very wholesome. Alright. Let me switch it over. Yeah, we're up to episode 21. We should be on the right track now. Let me just try and figure out where the BGM's coming from. Alright, I've muted it. I forgot to edit the title, but I'll do that after stream. But as usual, the VODs will go up on YouTube. Oh, for those that don't know, I have a VOD channel now. And all my Twitch VODs from now on will move onto YouTube. So if you miss out any streams in the future, you're more than welcome to watch on YouTube. I believe watching videos on YouTube in general is just easier. Thank you for the follow, Matt Piscor98. How about I piscor in your mouth? I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. I will not tell any more jokes. I will behave. But yeah, new VOD channel and YouTube channel. I will be posting like more stuff. I actually have the Forbidden Hand Cam stream. I'm going to upload that soon. I just need to have a thumbnail and it will be ready for us. It's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, today is Chrissy Wednesdays. So to the new viewers out there, I'll do a little bit of a brief message. Every Wednesday we watch Chris Chan, my favorite locale, Christian Western Chandler. I'm serious this time, it's muted. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I can see my OBS working right now.
You won't gaslight me. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah.
But every Wednesday, I watch a video of this Chris Chan doco. We're on episode 21 and there's 80 episodes. So hopefully by next year we finish it. No matter what happens, we have to pump through it. Error, sorry, I was gone for a bit. I was watching Doctor Who. You're saying that Doctor Who is like more important than me? Doctor Who these nuts if they fit in your mouth. Sorry, that was a bad one. But yeah, every Wednesday, Chrissy Wednesdays as we dub it. So come along for the ride. I really can't explain Chris Chan in one word. It's basically, in modern day terms, think about it as like a really, really big locale. Not as big as Too Mad in the side of pedophilia and that stuff, but just really, really big and a huge troll. But yeah, let's get on to it. Hello, welcome. I had my volume down.
Gosh, John, you're such a freaking troll. You're actually throwing my stream. What the freaking chungus? Girl, be for real.
But yeah, this is Chris Chan's life story. I think I'll stay on the right for today. If I am blocking your way, I guess, my bad for having a fat ass, I'm so sorry, but I'm just too perfect for this world. Also, funny fact or funny story, but I told my mother to stop, calling me, my legal name on stream, because in the background, she would sometimes scream my name out. And I was like, Mom, can you stop calling me by my name if you need me during stream or you want me to shut up? And she's like, okay, so what do you want me to call you instead? And I'm like, can you use any other name? Or my other name, my Asian name, when you want to call me. And she was like, okay, I'll call you Poopy Head. And I'm like, what do you mean you call me Poopy Head? And so it's like, okay, Mom, I guess Poopy Head works. Sure. Yeah, you gotta love management. So if you ever hear Poopy Head, that's me, I guess. I'm the loser. I'm the freak. My new legal name given by my own birth mother. Truly a sight to see. And that's the thing, management doesn't even know what I do. They know I stream. They don't know exactly the contents, but they do know I stream. But they don't know I talk about poop jokes and fart jokes and pee jokes. She doesn't know you're an anime girl. She doesn't. She actually doesn't know what I do. She just thinks that I'm like low-key schizo just talking in front of a screen. But you know, she supports me. She just goes, okay, poopy head, keep doing what you're doing. Just don't stream too long and wake me up at night. You're telling me you're not a kawaii school bat girl? I'm actually a little boy with a voice changer. I've said this many times, but I'm actually a little boy from Vietnam that uses a voice changer. But yeah, let's get on to the video. Otherwise, we're never ever gonna start it. Hopefully, the audio is good. It's always in Vietnam. We don't talk about what happens in Vietnam. Those who know, know. Hopefully, it's a more eventful episode.
What made him this way?
Is the volume too loud?
What is the attraction?
I swear, it's gonna be a short stream, okay? I'm gonna end it in an hour. I swear. We're not gonna go
This is the
until
story
11 p.m.
Chris Chan.
We're not gonna go until 12 a.m. Volume was good? Okay.
Fucking cop piece of shit.
Hello?
Wait, what?
July!
He's back?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? That you're an idiot?
Whoa. Are you Bob Chandler?
It doesn't matter who I am. Who is this idiot I'm talking to on the other end? You got some funny ass ideas of playing games at night on the telephone, don't you? Are you 6 years old or something?
We got his fucking dad. Shit.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Who do you think you are?
Who are you?
Oh, that's a cool
You
soundboard.
have got an issue problem. God forgive you.
I beg your pardon. Who are
God
you?
needs to move in your life severely.
Why don't you quit dialing my number and go somewhere and play a game with the gutter rats?
Bring yourself over here. I'll show you what's the matter, okay?
Listen, boy, you get your black ass down in the gutter and stay there. You understand?
Okay.
I am the woman of the house, and you don't call me and ask me who my daddy is.
You gotta understand that Blue Spike is like one of the major trolls that contributed severely to Chris Chan's life, that altered his brain chemistry. When I say like Blue Spike actually ruined Chris Chan's life, Blue Spike played a little part of it. It's like EDP meeting up with the so-called miner to get a cupcake. It's like one of those pivotal moments in life. But just a little quick rundown. Blue Spike was one of the early trolls that Chris Chan interacted with very early on. It was the one that forced Chris Chan to shove a medallion up where the sun don't shine. It was also, Blue Spike was also the person, I'm pretty sure, called Max, and he played two personas, which was Julie and Blue Spike, and he basically pretended to e-date Chris Chan and lead him on. He definitely did ruin Chris's life. He was very cruel, like on the scale of Chris Chan troll to like, you know, not really troll, we have Liquid Chris to super troll. Blue Spike definitely pushed the trolling out of everyone that ever trolled Chris in the history of the Chris story. It was very, very horrible and actually a hard watch. It was very upsetting because someone actually managed to record the audio of Chris being trolled to do these acts. But I'm so glad that we're over that chapter. But that's basically Blue Spike. Just think of like your average like 16-year-old kid, but he's really, really mean and he wants to get the biggest hit. He wants everyone to know that he's so good at trolling, but he takes it too far.
I don't know what you are or who you are, and I don't really care. But you're invading my privacy, and you're cussing at me, and I don't like it.
Call my house and talk that way. I tell you what, why don't you call my husband and tell my husband that?
Exactly,
let
the
you talk
edgy
to my
humor,
wife.
but
Maybe she
it's
can
like not
talk
even
some sense
edgy,
into
it's
your
just
head.
straight up
Right.
mean.
Goddamn screwy woman. Hang up on her. I don't know. I ain't talking to nobody this time of night. Hang it up.
You better check the numbers that you call because you're not talking to anybody that you know.
You have got a issue problem. Huh? You can know my nerves.
I don't have an issue problem with anybody, but please quit calling my number.
The increased attention Christian had gotten resulted in people prank calling his home phone number, which he had freely recited in his videos. This issue persisted for years.
Hey, buddy.
On November 23rd, 2009, Christian noticed a couple of advertisements on his Wikipedia website, which he deemed undesirable. The first was a pro-gay rights ad endorsed by the character Peter Griffin from Family Guy, and the other was an ad for a competition to win a trip to Mexico, sponsored by a pickle man dressed in a stereotypical Mexican costume. Chris contacted the SysOp, or system operator of the Wikipedia, Cogstev,
I'm loving how
complaining
that
about the advertisements.
watching this
He was
series has
told that
paid
the ad
off
space
because
was
we
sold
know
to
these
one
little
Jack Thaddeus,
memes.
and provided Chris
inside
Jack's
jokes.
email address to contact him personally to discuss the matter. I'm feeling pissed off because I was not informed of that transaction, but I'm even more upset with the content of the ads. Please change the icon for the Mexico trip contest to the flag of Mexico, and please remove the gay rights ad. And I do apologize for not answering your calls, but between you and me, I feel email is preferred, because I know it's you in the email address, unlike on the caller ID that comes up restricted or
Thank you
unavailable.
for the follow. Thank
If
you
at
for
least told me
joining
your phone
us. I'll
number
see you
and
around.
not let it be restricted, I would feel more likely to pick up. Sigh. Anyway, I heard you have more info on Clyde. Please tell me in your reply. On November 24th, Chris uploaded a video of his Sonic 2 PowerPoint presentation for the attention of Nintendo and Sega, which had been largely completed around a year before. He recorded it by filming his computer screen with a handheld camera.
All science and roasting materials copyrighted by me. With my proof on the Wikipedia. Zoop. Yay. No romance.
He talks about the origination of Sonichu and clarifies the meaning behind his name.
As for his name, well, rumored to be a comparison to to a combination of Sonic and Pikachu, that was not the case. I originally played the name from Sonic's Japanese name, Soniku.
He then rushes through some more origins and plot points, and highlights what sets Rose-Chu apart from Sonic the Hedgehog's Amy Rose character.
Amy does not have spikes on her back. The clothes are different. Her headband is white, not red like Amy's. And Rose-Chu has a modern girl kind of attitude, and lucky for her, Sonichu rarely runs away from her charms. And of course she has her electric-type attacks to boot. Don't forget the tail, that's another big difference. Rose-Chu is a gal who will not take any abuse from a foe lying down. She is a warrior heart, steady up for women's rights. Da-da-da, the very first Rose-Chu card.
He follows up with brief descriptions of the rest of the characters in the comics, including Blake and the Chaotic Combo.
This is me, Christian Weston Chandler. Like most artists, I let myself get into my work, story-wise, where in real life, I have been in search for a woman to become my true sweetheart from ground up, starting as friendship. I am also the mayor of Quickville. I deal with my mayoral duties over Wi-Fi with my Nintendo DS. I came up with the name of Quickville long ago, starting from the city I built and grew bigger over the years of Lego bricks, pieces, and people. I also later came up with the radio station KCWC.
He continues to elaborate on the history of his websites, fame and trolling, and the powers of the Sonichu Medallion, which, according to him, grants him special powers only in the comics.
Christian Sonichu. Soldier of love and honesty.
He's literally like me. Love and honesty.
In this form, I can execute my own personal selection of attacks as a normal electric-type hedgehog Pokemon with keen eye ability, including Mach Punch, Thunderbolt, and Hyper Beam. As well as both human and Sonichu form, I am the only being who can execute the special attack that inflicts bad luck and extreme misfortune with some damage to the foe. Used to be called Curse Ye Hameha, now it's called Shin Ye Hameha! Christian Sonichu. That is me. And this is from this art is to be the cover of book number 10 from my Australian gal pound fan whose nickname was Panda Halo. She is dead now, and I miss her. She was a great friend. Anyway,
Chris then informs his prospective business collaborators of his ideas for a Sonichu video game.
this is a great start in profits from the electric hedgehog that started humbly from the mind of a well-rounded, church-going, high-functioning, autistic, recovered individual. Nintendo will see good profits in the time frame of the game's release. Sonichu, go! Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to working with each of y'all in person very soon on the Sonichu project. Thank you very much, and have a safe day. Peace out.
Christian then informed Vivian G that he was allegedly in contact with Nintendo, Sega, and Sony. Vivian said,
Could you imagine like Nintendo actually catching wind of all these things? Like, I think Nintendo would have sent a cease and desist letter or whatnot. I've heard that Nintendo is pretty strict. Like, there have been kids putting Mario or Luigi on their graves, and then Nintendo's like,
I'm gonna have to, ruin your funeral.
and they're really horrible and mean about some stuff. Like, the legal battles people have to go through just because of the pettiest things. Yeah, I'm like actually wondering why Nintendo never caught wind of this. Or did they just like never cared about Chris? Like, Chris didn't pose a threat at all for them to do anything at all. Because, no, but the thing is, he definitely does monetize it. He, like, puts a lot of money and effort. He sells like fake merch where it's like a crossbreed. Like we saw last time, there were plushies on Etsy and whatnot. I don't know. It's kind of interesting how he just like can get away with it. Or maybe it's because it's not exactly the characters, so they don't really care. It's kind of a mashup. And he's not doing... I don't know, it's weird because now that I think about it, right, he literally has a Pikachu medallion. He has a Sonic looking medallion. Like, you cannot lie what it looks like. It looks like a cursed version of Yellow Sonic with radiation, right? And for them to see this medallion thrown around, it's like, ugh. Maybe he was the reason they started to get strict with their copyright. Oh, truth nuke. Do you think any employees of like Nintendo or Sega are aware of him and they rock up to work taking a deep breath like,
There's this crackhead that loves Sonichu, but I gotta just, deal with life.
or you think they ever get a job and they're not familiar with this Chris Chan's antics, and then some friend is like, hey, so you know how you got this job at Nintendo or Sega? You know how it's like pretty cool and they have characters like Pikachu and Sonic, right? And then the friend starts talking about like the lore of Sonichu, and they get introduced because of their job. I'm sure there are employees who knew who Chris Chan was at this point. Has to have been. Yeah, I think so too. I can definitely imagine someone's day getting ruined when they just get the job. And someone's like, yeah, sir, this is guy that's so obsessed with what you do. Possibly he might harass you in the future. But hey, he's also done weird stuff with his mother. Chris Chan was probably an urban legend whispered through the halls of Nintendo. I could imagine that as well. Can you imagine, like, if I was one of those employees, right? I would be that person that would rock up to work and be like, oh my god, did you know that Chris Chan posted on their Blue Sky? Look at that Chris Chan merch. Oh my days. Look at this Sonic stuff. Oh, they could never do what we do. I wonder what Chris Chan's thoughts on the Sonic movie was. Like, did they think that Sonic should have been a little bit more yellow? Do you think Chris Chan wishes Sonichu was in the Sonic movie as a character? Can you even imagine a live action Sonichu? I feel like they would be very, very cursed. Wonder if Nintendo would have fired anyone with Chris Chan merch in the office. Imagine your well-respected co-worker, the one that's like very respected, and then he gets gifted a Sonichu mug and he's like, thank you for the Sonichu mug, I appreciate it, without knowing the context of it. and he's just been pranked. I like to think that someone has a Sonichu lanyard for their key card when they go inside the building. They just have one hanging around their neck and they just parade it wherever they go. I like to think there are some Sonichu fans. Ironic or unironic? But clearly we know that Chris Chan doesn't appreciate his fans unless they're women, which we will see later on in this series. A reoccurring thing at that.
Suggested that he market himself by going to conventions and selling homemade Sonichu-related merchandise.
Oh my
In order
god.
to get worldwide exposure.
Foreshadowing.
And a small chance that a small company may choose to support him. The following day,
I'm a
wrote blog
genuine
post informing
Sonichu
his
fan,
audience
I
that
like
even
to
though
think.
he reacted very negatively towards dishonest Sonichu merchandising attempts in the past, he had learned to accept them as homages to his work. And as long as they weren't distributing copies of his comic or his Yup, I'm on TV DVD, they were welcome to produce more Sonichu-related merchandise on his behalf until he could release officially licensed products. Vivian then encouraged Christian to think of some exciting ways to promote Sonichu and suggested that he take inspiration from the video game Mirror's Edge, which extensively features a style of unassisted traversing through man-made or natural obstacles at great speed called parkour. On November 29th, Chris wrote a blog post offering some relationship advice to those attending high school. Back when I was in high school during my freshman year, during the time I was a manager of the varsity basketball team, I had a crush on one of the cheerleaders. Among the whole group though, they all enjoyed my company and good humor. Anyway, the cheerleader I had the crush on, she asked me if I had a crush on anyone. I answered honestly. Then she asked who. Blushing, I told her that I was crushing on her. She took some time to think about it, and she told me later that while she liked me as a friend, she did not see me as boyfriend material at the time. I later learned that she was 2 grades ahead of me. Live and learn, at least I tried. And with that, I encourage everyone to date someone to hopefully make into a sweetheart with eventual benefits. It is harder when you are a freshman, so I'd wait until the sophomore year before setting my sights on nearly every girl
He's going
I saw.
to pre-order
But
some
as a
girls.
freshman, if you have your sights set on someone, and you know that opposite gender person is a freshman too, I suggest looking up a role model, a cool junior or senior year student, and follow their example on asking others out, but with your own personal flair and charm. Do not totally copy your role model. And if you know someone who is without a sweetheart in high school, ladies and gentlemen, hook them up, and do not make it a joke. That is just plain mean.
The fact that Chris Chan just constantly objectified women and just viewed them as sex objects, like, you know, he was dating with the intent to bang. It was very apparent. Like, there's like been several recounts of girls being like, oh, he kept looking down there, he kept looking at my chest and not my eyes. Is insane. But it makes me wonder, what made Chris Chan transition? I have a theory, right? I could be wrong, but my theory is that Chris thought that maybe women like other women more. It was kind of like, I hate to say it, I feel like it's a shot in the dark, but it was kind of one of those things where he's like, oh, if I pretend to be gay, I'll get invited to a hangout with all the girlies. Yeah, I think it was more of the, if I can't get them, I'll join them kind of mentality. I agree with that. I felt like it was kind of one of those things where Chris thought that because because what we know, right? He gets his own understanding and he mimics people's behaviors based on what he thinks is correct and what they do. So he probably thought, oh, these girls have it easier talking to other girls. If I am a girl, then maybe girls will look my way. I don't know. It probably is a twisted thinking because I don't want to invalidate Chris's dysphoria if Chris had any, right? But I feel like just the pipeline from what we've been fed so far, it's kind of hard to imagine it. You get what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to see, like, there was no evidence of it as a child. The only thing I can see is him being, like, I forgot what the word was, but not being misogynistic. Yeah, being misogynistic. That's the only thing I can see. But I'm not sure how that translates into transitioning, which is actually very interesting and something I'm genuinely interested in. But like I said, if the reasoning is like thinking that some people like a certain way, something like that, and wanting to join them, that is definitely sad. But we will see. We will see.
Early Mimir, stop pausing the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel like we're at the filler arc and we'll have to watch a bit, but it's all worth it. I like filler.
And cruel. And being mean and cruel is not cool. And if it helps, think of it as volunteer work. Most people enjoy volunteering and helping, even for an assignment or extra credit. Such kindness and concern reflects you as a better person, not some random shallow loser, because it shows that you truly care about others and yourself. I offer my blessings to every lucky sweetheart couple in high schools everywhere. It is true! You would never find anyone better than the significant other that you're with right now. Stay safe and stay in school. As November opened up to December, Chris continued to work hard, publishing at least one new Sonichu page every day, and answering more and more mailbags, often taking on an aggressive, condescending tone, and also leaving shorter and shorter replies. Some individuals inquired about his stance on Asperger's syndrome, with Christian angrily declaring that it has no relation to autism, and that he was offended by the fact that Asperger's was considered an autism spectrum disorder. By mailbag 8, he had been receiving so many emails about Asperger's that he created the Autism Mailbag, designated for all future inquiries discussing the link between autism and Asperger's syndrome, which often went unanswered. Many trolls also assumed identities of notable individuals, such as future North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, and serial killers John Wayne Gacy and Jeffrey Dahmer, all failing to grab Chris's attention. One email was purportedly from the popular male-to-female transgender porn actress Bailey J, asking Chris for dating advice, with Chris commenting on her attached photo that she looked cute and pretty.
Not cute
On
and
December
funny?
3rd, he recorded a video introducing the so-called parkour video that he would upload later that day.
I ran the downtown mall track today in an effort to show how I feel about my science here. That I am definitely pumped up for pushing out into merchandise and everything. You might say it's comparable to Mirror's Edge, the way I did it, as it will be described in the description on that page. Yeah, so anyway, I got tired from that. I tell you, my legs will be bothering me a bit tomorrow. It's bothering me a little bit right now, but anyway, I'm man enough to admit that, and yeah. I even man enough to admit that, after the matter, after I got back to my car, I even came down with a bit of the hiccups. It ain't happens to the best of us. Hopefully you enjoy my run, my French word, whatever, my parking, I think it is, whatever it is. But anyway, the Sonichu's Edge. Peace out and have a great day.
Sonichu's
Soon
Edge?
after, Christian uploaded a YouTube video of himself performing what he called parquet,
Hey,
confusing the
hey, I'm a
challenging
very
physical
healthy
discipline of free running
person.
with a brand of squeezable margarine.
Hello there, fans. This is Christian Chandler here live at the Downtown Mall, where for the Sonichu franchise, Mr. Quickville, and everything like that.
Also, I don't mean to pause it, but are we noticing the quality of the camera slowly improving? The piss filter is slowly disappearing. We're slowly getting Chris modernized. And I don't know what to say, but it's actually very scary. I am about to see Chris Chan in 1080p soon, and then 4K. And then what's next? 8K? Oh my. Chris, you look so beautiful. I can see every speck of dust on your face. HD Chris will never haunt you 10 years later.
I'm going to do a parquet from this point all the way down to the parking garage, where at the end we will get a nice view of the tent-style theater that's down there where events are held. For best viewing, the camera will be hung around my neck right about here, so you get to see what I see from that point of view. And also, there may be one or two pauses where I have to catch my breath. Of course, that's to expect, even from the best runner. Alright, here we go.
Chris straps his camera around his neck and begins running. There are 6 jump cuts in the video, which can be assumed to be Chris's rest periods, which he edited out of the finalized video. On average, he took a break from running every 30 to 40 seconds. The video itself actually does not feature any attempts at parkour, and is solely a running video, with later calculations estimating that he ran 579 meters in around 3.5 minutes.
The amphitheater. Thank you for your continued support.
In addition to the parkour video, Christian went to the mall and allegedly found some people who claimed to know of Sonichu and asked if they would oblige to do a video interview to raise awareness for his original character. After informing Vivian that he had a select few lined up for interviews and reactions to Sonichu, the video that they discussed never materialized. Overwhelmed by the continuous comparisons of Asperger's and autism from his fans and critics, Christian attempted to set the record straight by posting an official statement on the Wikipedia, clarifying his opinions on the topic. Asperger's is nothing at all like autism. I've stated this fact over and over again in my replies to messages from people
Clearly
who tell me
someone is
otherwise.
triggered.
I feel very sick and tired of hearing that false rumor that the two are anything to full similar. Firstly, I can verify that I was diagnosed with autism with papers in my parents' filing cabinets, and more current and immediate within my reach. I have the papers from my most recent psychiatric evaluation on November 5th, 2004. Mr. Chandler is a 22-year-old man with a history of developmental delays and autism. Despite these limitations, he seems to have been quite successful in maximizing his academic abilities. Despite his significant delays in language, he has over the years developed relatively effective communication skills. And with that, I've not only helped cultivate the first generation of autistic people, but I've gone beyond the autistic dreams academically, communicatively, and socially. Still, I've trouble maintaining eye contact. My mentality is sometimes slow, yet quick at other times. The people who first evaluated me ever even stated that I would never even make it to high school, much less even write his name. Take that and smoke it, oldest doctors. I've worked very hard to achieve and maintain honor roll throughout middle and high school, and even to make the PBCC's dean list, and fulfill my parents' wishes to work for and earn the degree and certificate for computer-aided drafting and design. And those with Asperger's dare to try to take the shine and limelight away from us autistic people, not only with their social flaws and such possibly similar traits to autism, but to shun us autistics by being better communicatively and mentally than us. I have received a message from one who dared call me normal in comparison to him. If anything, the Asperger people are and have been normal. They think they can one-up or even match autism with the lack of social capability and their clumsiness and such. Those characteristics can be faked by them who are most normal compared to us true autistic people. Even
True autistic people. Write that down. So on the autism spectrum, you have the people with Asperger's, and then you have people with true autistic people. And I agree, Chris is like so up and mighty about it. In the early episodes when Chris was younger, Chris would be like, oh, I'm a high functioning autist, not like those slow in the minds. I kid you not. One of my favorite Chris Chan moments that people don't really talk about, I am sorry for interrupting, but my favorite Chris Chan moment is when Chris Chan was in middle school. So there were two buses. Some of you may remember this, but there were two buses. These two buses, one of them were people with special conditions and they needed help. And the other bus was like for the quote unquote normal people, as he quotes it, right? So people that just don't have disabilities and whatnot. So he would ride on the bus where people don't have disabilities. But Chris has been diagnosed with a form of autism. I'm not too sure, but somewhere around there. But he's always quoted himself as a high-functioning, forgot the term, but high-functioning person. Yeah, the short buses. I'm not sure what the terms are, but basically he would be on that normal bus and he wanted the first seat. And that is like low-key a sign of like autism, like having stuff like set in stone and having to stick with the routine and whatnot. And so he got really mad that a kid was sitting on his front seat one time. So if I recall, he got into a fight with that one kid, tried to punch him, something like that. And the bus driver and teachers were like, nope, we're not having that. You're trying to get into a fight. You can go to the other bus. And this is Chris's reaction.
Oh, I gotta go into the bus with the slow in the minds. Oh.
And like he like genuinely felt like he was better. He was like morally better, physically better, mentally better. He was like, "Oh, I have to get into the bus with the slow in the minds. This is so freaking cringe. Like they're so slow and I'm a high functioning autistic person." And I think that is like my funniest my funniest story of Chris that I genuinely love, and it just seals the deal of what kind of person Chris is. Like, he definitely has like this narcissism complex, huge ego, definitely, where it's like, oh, I'm definitely better than these people, and it's like, Chris, buddy, just sit down, take a seat, it's okay. And you can see that God complex ooze into the series as we watch. Like with the Liquid Chris, like if someone was impersonating me online, right? Like probably in the future I'll have someone impersonate me. Sure, go for it. You know, you're not gonna be as funny as me. You're not gonna be as cool as me. So, you know, impersonate me for all you want. But seriously though, the impersonation thing got to him on such a huge level. Whereas like people catfishing him and prank calling him and making him go to places in the middle of the night or like making him do inappropriate stuff does not get to him. But you know what gets to him? A blow to his ego. Like, hello? It's really interesting and it makes you go, wow, Chris is really a simple-minded person. Like he only thinks about himself. In his world, it's literally just him and he's in his little bubble. He really is a man-child, not to mention. But I just find it funny. Like the title, he's like, even the title is for Asperger's. It can be misconstrued into a most terrible cut of a meat from any animal. It's like, Chris, it's okay. It's just a word. But yeah, Chris has the biggest ego. It's just too funny.
Their title is flawed. Asperger's.
He is so good at like getting rage baited. I think that's the thing why people liked trolling Chris. Chris really fueled the rage bait.
It can be misconstrued into a most terrible cut of meat from any animal, even something that can be picked nasally. I fought long and hard to make a stand for the autistic people. I will most certainly not let those imposters steal the true original title of autistic from any of us. Victory over autism belongs only to us true autistic people.
You heard that.
His issues with Asperger's syndrome heavily inspired one Alec Benson Leary to create Asperchew, a webcomic series parodying Sonichu and Christian. The main character, Asperchew, was physically an amalgam of both Christian and Sonichu, with most of his personality traits being based on Chris, though some details about his life were intentionally twisted in order to rile up Christian. For example, he had Asperger's syndrome rather than autism. He liked to hang out with his group of male friends, whom he called Joy Boys. He played video games on an Xbox, and the 7 Sonichu balls were replaced with 7 Chaos Pickles.
Joy
the comic
Boys.
also featured appearances from other Sonichu characters, and even Chris himself, who was renamed to Ian Brandon Anderson. When Alec Benson Leary first started making the comic, he sent it to Christian asking for his opinion, but none was forthcoming. An email from Benson Leary made an appearance in Mailbag 10's rejected section. Why have you not responded to the truly amazing comic I sent you? I'm referring, of course, to my one true and honest creation, the original Asperchew, the electric/Asperger's type hedgehog Pokemon, which I recently showed to you as a token of my esteem for you. I think you are perhaps scared and confused by my rise to greatness. If I knew you were ever to be worried by my meteoric rise to fame, I would never have written to you with such uncareful regard for your feelings. I wanted you to know that you have inspired me to greatness, not to take anything away. I think you were scared of my speaking to you because I compared myself to you. You see, I did not mean to compare my Asperger's to your autism, for as you say, the two are totally and completely different, and are never and have never been the same. The only way I wanted to compare myself to you is that as you are an artist, I aspire to be an amazing artist as well. I hope you will accept my peace offering of Asperchew and Sonichu, meeting as friends that I have attached. Your friend and protege, Alec Benson Leary. He attached this image of Asperchew and Sonichu, exchanging words of friendship while holding hands on the beach. Christian evidently did not accept Alec's apology. Firstly, you wish you were me, And second, I apologize for putting your letter into the reject page, but I felt it necessary because 1. You are obviously a troll from what you have typed, and 2. Your drawing infers homosexuality, and I do not care for that goddamn lifestyle or whatever word is used to describe it. After Wikipedia Mailback 10, Christian asked Cogsdev to stop sending him stressful fan mail to answer. Cogsdev chose to ignore this request. On December 5th, Christian uploaded a special season's greetings video onto YouTube.
Holiday greetings to all in my fan base and all that. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all those fun holidays. Anyway, I come to you this day to wish you the holiday greetings, but also read to you what I have read the past Sunday before this coming Sunday when I lit the first Advent candle. The Gospel according to Luke. The Gospel of Luke speaks about the future. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars. And on the earth, distress among nations, people will faint from fear and foreboding. Because our world is full of fear and distress, we light our first candle, trusting that Christ is alive on earth and that the Spirit of Christ lives among us. We trust you, we love you, we praise you. Amen. And so I lit the first Advent candle at my church last Sunday. Thank you all for your continued support, and we will make the franchise victorious. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's actually cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Happy holidays to all.
On December 6th, the troll Jack Thaddeus called Christian over the phone, mostly to berate him for his work ethic, exercise regimen, and his stance on Asperger's.
You think that people with Asperger's are trying to take the quote-unquote limelight away from you people with autism. That's like saying that people with cancer are trying to take the limelight away from people with AIDS. Although you'd probably like that, considering you hate the hell mouse.
Why they?
You know, a friend of mine has AIDS. He's gay.
No, it's bad for him, and he has my sympathy. He has my pity.
But he's gay, Chris.
I know. I assumed that because you said he had.
Oh,
gay.
you assumed
he had AIDS.
You assume that everybody that has AIDS is gay. Wow, Chris. Wow, that's way to fucking fall into the fucking pit of stupid. A lot of people have AIDS, not just gay people. But anyways, I'm pissed at you for multiple reasons. First of all, the comic sucks. Second of all, the video you did sucks. Vivian's been yelling at me saying that I'm interfering. I didn't do shit. Okay? So, that bitch is crazy. So, You can, I'm not hanging up. We're having our talk right now, Chris. So don't fucking try and rush me, okay?
All right.
Because I can hear you, fucking shifting around and, going,
Thank you for the head pat.
like you're fucking getting tortured, okay?
You're listening to a radio in the background.
Why? Who the fuck still listens to radio?
Oh, that's John Tesh.
Who the fuck is John Tesh? Sounds like a fag. Anyways. Oh, you fucker. Anyways, God, parkour. You seem to really not understand parkour. What is parkour?
Parkour, to my interpretation, being the style of running from one point to another. Yes, with jumps and along the walls and other things.
Well, yeah. You got when you had the jumping on walls and shit. But then again, what you said you were doing was parquet, which parquet is a brand of butter.
Okay, well, I forgot. I had trouble remembering what the word was.
Chris, settle down. It's not nice to interrupt people.
All right.
Your parents really failed at teaching you manners.
Jack is not having it.
Please continue.
You called it parquet. Now, that's hilarious because parquet is a brand of butter, and you're like butter, and that you're a fat piece of shit. Do you really think that you're healthy?
Okay. I actually have to say whenever people shit on Chris, okay, I feel like maybe this is just me, but whenever someone bullies someone based on something they can't change, like especially when it's like facial appearance, I feel like it's such a low blow. Like there is something you could diss on. Like you could probably I feel like if they were to diss on Sonichu being like ugly and gross, I would have been like, okay. But for me, it doesn't sit well when people troll, but they troll being like, or saying like, oh, you're chopped, you're ugly, based on purely facial appearance or like just body as well. I feel like with things you can't change, it's kind of hard. Like it's like I really hate on Twitter. There's this culture where you quote unquote ratio people, and usually it's like two people think one person thinking they look better than the other person. But I'm gonna sound so freaking cliche, but it's like it's just so low, and beauty is very objective. Yeah, that's the word. Beauty is very objective. And it's like what you might think is ugly is like oh, subjective. Yes. Oh my god, I'm getting my words mixed up. Subjective. Yes, beauty is subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so it's like what you're shitting on someone might not be true. Like it's not your taste, but doesn't mean it isn't someone else's taste. But it is a very easy target. It is such a low blow, very superficial indeed. And I feel like if you're genuinely trying to troll someone, you should troll someone for like something that they can control and they can do something about it. Like going after someone's like parents, going after someone's dead mom, being like, "Oh, your mom's dead, lol, you're useless." Saying those things, no. But saying stuff like, like, "Oh, your art freaking sucks. Sonichu is such a joke. Sonichu Asperger's." That's a good attack. Exactly. Attack their words, not their character. Today, I am not speaking good English. That's okay though. See, like when people go, Chris, you're fat. It's like, yes, that's an easy blow. Yes, Chris is overweight. Chris knows themselves. Oh, Chris, you're jobless. You're blah blah blah. I feel like those are a bit better. But being like just straight up, you're fat. You're ugly. Nah.
I could be healthier.
You could be healthier. Okay, yeah, you could be healthier if your fucking blood wasn't made of gravy.
And the thing is, people. Okay, see, and this is where I get torn with the whole insults, because on one hand, if we tell Chris nicely, oh hey, what you're doing is not healthy for your body, it's gonna go in one ear and out the other. But if they're telling it in such a mean manner, it's kind of hurting Chris's ego and emotion. And it makes me very torn. Like, what Jack is saying is true, but it's also very mean. But Chris isn't going to take it if it's very nice. But if it's too mean, Chris is going to shut down. It's like there is no winning with Chris. You're just talking to a wall straight up.
My blood's not made of gravy.
It's not.
He just
It's
never
not.
reflects on
Then
it, right?
Why do you have to take 4 fucking breaks in the video just running for 10 minutes? I can run for 10 minutes without a break. And I can then go up a flight of stairs after running 10 minutes without a break and make it to the top, faster than you did.
All right, then.
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking awesome.
All right.
Anyways, I want you to stop rejecting mail that you don't like.
Okay.
These are your fans, Chris. You shouldn't be fucking pushing them around like this and acting like, just because they say something you don't agree with, their opinions suddenly don't matter.
Okay.
Trials and advertisements trials and adversities make you stronger. Take your problems head on. Do not fucking dodge them.
Okay.
I just read that from a fortune cookie.
Okay.
Except I added the fucking part because
Okay.
Chinese people don't curse a lot. Actually,
Alright.
they do, but I don't know. They curse in Chinese, something.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm pissed, Chris, because I know what you're doing. You're not even listening.
I feel like
remember
Asian
you
people
did
have
this with
very
Clyde.
colorful
You
swearing
just sit
and
there
unique
and
ways
just like
in
go,
insulting people.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do I do a good impression of you? I think I do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Remember when he tried to get you to go to Redmond and you didn't go?
Right.
You didn't go because you don't give a shit about Sanchu.
No, I didn't go because I thought it was a trap.
How could it be a trap? For what?
Well,
You think
my
Clyde
mom thought it was a trap. My dad thought it was a trap. And then we realized that the emails from Mr. Miyamoto came from mail.com, which is where anybody could pretend to be somebody else.
Well,
And plus, my family is concerned with my safety, so there you go.
yeah, that's why they shelter you like you're a baby. You know what? My parents threw me out when I turned 18. You know why?
Right? Chinese e-learners are crazy. If you ever play a game and whenever I get put in like the Asian regions, oh, I'm D-ranking so hard. Whenever I see someone with Asian characters in their name, doesn't matter, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, you name it, Vietnamese, I know I'm getting carried tonight and we're eating good. I feel like Asian gamers are a different breed. They're so scary.
Why they threw me out?
Probably because they couldn't stand you.
Oh, that earns you 2 more gay ads. You little sassy thingy guy. You gonna apologize?
Yeah, I'm apologizing. I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
Well, they kicked me out because I have like 5 other brothers or something. I don't know. I have a lot of people in the house.
Okay. So it's overcrowded.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like your house, except it's not full of people. It's full of shit that you don't need. We have fun, don't we, Chris?
Well, you are anyway.
Yeah.
And I am not going to interrupt.
Anyways, grow some balls, get some initiative, fucking promote the shit out of Sanchu. Vivian's gonna rape me with the strap on because she's crazy. Oh wait, I was
What?
reading an email. Yeah. Just do whatever Vivian says, and I'll be calling you soon. And you don't fucking abuse your fans.
All right. So, any other thoughts?
All right. You're fat.
Okay. I guess we're done here.
Yep. Bye bye.
Okay. Take care. Merry Christmas.
I know Jack takes it like a
Merry
little
Christmas
good
to you,
boy.
fatty fat.
Okay,
On
never
December
mind,
7th,
Chris. Not
Christian
Chris,
uploaded the final
Jack.
2 pages of episode 20, thusly completing Sonichu issue 9. Episode 20, also known as Quick Defense, begins with some of the supporting characters being awoken by a mysterious whooshing sound, which belongs to Wesley, Reldnek, and Sylvana, whizzing through Quickville, taking a status report before an imminent attack. Meanwhile, Rosechu is in the garage doing laundry, while Sonichu admiringly looks up her skirt as she is bent over and observes her panties.
Okay. Oh, wait, let me duck down a bit so you can see. Okay, buddy. Okay. Raise my head. I don't think I can cover it. Step bro. I'm stuck in the laundry. Way to be subtle, right?
Sonichu tells her that he was chatting with some of his fans when some homosexual
Wait. You have to see this. Like,
observes her panties. Sonichu tells
I was just chatting with our fans, while with the true honest fans it was pleasant. A few homosexual fans came in. I speak for Christians and all of us when I say we all feel a little grief with them making their choices. That's wild. Thank you for the follow, but that's freaking wild. Like, Chris,
tells her that he was chatting with some of his fans when some homosexual fans made
that's
their
insane.
appearance. While he states that he welcomes fans of all orientations, he is greatly troubled by the fact that the comics have been misunderstood and thought by many as promoting homosexuality. He declares that almost everyone in Quickville and the surrounding area is straight, including their true creator. Christopher Christian Ricardo Weston Chandler. Rosechew offers Sonichu sex, but they are interrupted by the crashing sounds of an enemy invasion. The acting mayor of the town, Allison Amber, calls for the help of Quickville's own Power Rangers force and the Samurai Pizza Bots, which are Christian's version of Autobots from Transformers, with their title referencing the anime Samurai Pizza Cats. These bots are in fact Transformers who are disguised as pizza delivery trucks. Chris then shows several scenes of the other Sonichus and Rosechews fighting off invading Jerkops. Blake and Bubbles then see an approaching army of SAVs, or Scoundrels as Vessels, which are a type of Decepticlone, based on the enemy class of Decepticon Transformers. They manage to defeat them. Meanwhile, Sonichu and Rosechew take down some more foes as well. Magichan comes face to face with Sylvana, who attempts to reason with her by telling her to withdraw her allegiance to her father, Count Graduan, so that she could lead a true and honest life with her original female gender fully restored. She declines his offer, so they commence psychic battle. With Sonichu tiring from the fighting, Chris's car, complete with a holographic projection of Christian in the
I don't
driver's
think
seat,
Chris
transforms
draws
into
POC
Sonchu
people.
and leads the Autobots into battle to defeat the Decepticlones. The comic then introduces two new characters, Chloe Rosechew and Blaze Bob Sonichu, both originally created by Sarah Cassandra Mackenzie, or Panda Halo, who in the comic tragically dies in a fire started by an SAV and is given a brief dedication by Christian. Sonichu then comes face to face with a new Sonichu, IB-A Chandler, Liquid Chris's Sonichu form. Sonichu quickly slashes open IB-A Chandler's chest with his tail and breaks
Racist Sonichu slashes brown Sonichu? Actual racism. What? What? No way.
his paper-thin medallion
That's
in two, which changes
crazy.
him back to his human form. Sonichu duly calls the ambulance to tend to his physical and mental ailments. Rosechew is kidnapped by Robotnik, Giovanni, and Reldnak Natsu Natsirk. Sonichu quickly escapes with Rosechew, while Bionic the Hedgehog makes an appearance and briefly battles Natsirk, who launches his very own curse of embarrassment at Bionic. He deflects
Hello,
the attack
hi,
and throws it back
welcome.
at Natsirk, who then pees his pants and defecates onto the floor. Sonichu and Rosechew are telepathically called over to the mall by Magichan, who then informs them of several notable events which had transpired in the long wall of text, possibly as a way for Christian to avoid drawing more pages. One of these events was the unfortunate death of Ivy, who was trapped in the elevator when tremors caused the floor underneath her to collapse, and as she fell, her neck got tangled in the cables, killing her. When Sonichu arrives at the mall, he fights off Slowil Orion, who gets fatigued and retreats with Count Graduan, vowing to fight another day. Sonichu says that he let her go because only Christian himself can kill her. In the epilogue, the Sonichu spot an opening in the time void and manage to finally pull Christian out of it. He transforms into Chris Chan Sonichu, tells the others of his yet-to-be-revealed plan, and charges towards the city. On the final page, Chris announces that after his plan is executed, he would no longer insert himself into the story. The comic also includes a disclaimer that Sonichu and Rosechew got married in secret 3 years ago and have 3 children. The next day, Chris began uploading pages for Sonichu issue 10 and also made a new Captain's Log update video.
I am looking to my European fans to make donations to the Wikipedia, not only to keep it up, but to help get rid of the god dang horrible homosexual hands at that dang jack thing is put on here.
No way, Chris. You
Anyway,
can't say
donations
those
are greatly
things.
appreciated, and as they have noted on there, those who donate over 1,000 euros get to place their own ads there, no questions asked. And with that, I am looking for sponsors, and I am looking maybe towards the Coca-Cola company for them to sponsor the Wikipedia.
Do you remember when Coke did this thing where it's like share a Coke with insert name? Do you think Chris Chan hopped onto it and wrote Sonichu? And like out there is one bottle that says share a Coca-Cola with Sonichu. That he for sure is aiming high. Like Coca-Cola, out of all the companies you want to sponsor you, how big is your ego?
was the Sonic franchise.
Definitely a
As
collector's
the
item.
Coca-Cola company in the European area to make the donation to put their
Also, his
ads
camera is broken from
all
bashing it.
over on the Wikipedia ad space. They used to get rid of those goddamn. But yeah, Coca-Cola. I have an understanding that there may be there are rumors
Thank you
going
for the
around
follow.
about,
Elstapop79. Welcome,
about the
welcome.
people who do the animation for Family Guy, thinking about making a skit in parody in mockery parody of me on the show. But I would like to make it clear that I don't want just a skit. If you're gonna do anything of me, I would like to be involved and voice myself in the show, as well as
Subtle
as well as a
foreshadowing of a
now, I have my
Sonichu
story
series.
for at least one episode, and I'm willing to go multiple episodes in agreement with Seth MacFarlane and the crew. I have watched all the episodes of Family Guy, regardless of the way, and I drew a good version of myself, which these drawings I'm going to show on here.
He wants to be a Family Guy? Nah, he doesn't want to be in Family Guy. He wants to be the Family Guy, if you know what I'm saying. He wants to be in the family. Keep it in the bloodline. Hell yeah, Christian. Hell yeah. Preach. Preach.
Here, we'll be on the Wikipedia a little later on tonight.
So much subtle
Along with the
foreshadowing.
text page. Anyway, there you go. That's a good version of me right there to draw for the show. And this here's a Family Guy version of Sonichu Roshu that I drew up. I even wheeled it down and gave him each only 4 fingers.
He then talks about the vague ideas he has for possible Sonichu and Family Guy crossover episodes.
I am Christian Wilson Chandler. Thank you very much, and have a good evening. Another thing I'm not sure I mentioned in the video, or just now. If this show does go into process, like I said, I definitely want to voice myself and Sonichu. As for Roshu, I have a gal pal that is close, and I trust she's not, but we are good friends. And I feel that she has a great voice. She could voice Roshu very well. I mean that. Okay. Anyway, have a good day. Be safe. I'm a man! And I'm straight, so...
On December 10th, Christian answered Mailbag 13 on the Wikipedia. The letters, which solely consisted of inquiries from persons who were interested in learning more details about Christian's life, or Christorians, were written as part of an organized information gathering campaign, codenamed Operation Mailbag. Chris's answers were for the most part significantly longer than previous mailbags, addressing, among other things, his relationship with his mother and half-brother, Cole Smithy, and revealing that if he were unable to continue the Sonichu comics at an older age, he would pass down that obligation to his child. Chris seemed to have become revitalized with energy, completing another Sonichu issue and continuing to believe in troll-induced dreams of fame and popularity. But as the dust was settling from the conclusion of the Liquid Chris saga, there was someone else rising into Christian's field of vision, challenging his life choices, worldviews, and what it means to be Sonichu.
Christian was always homophobic. It was deeply rooted in his misogyny. It kind of tied in with the homophobia. It was sort of a thing where it was like he was misogynist. He hated everyone but himself. Like how I would explain it was the pipeline was basically he likes women, is a little bit autistic, has trouble talking to women, blames these shortcomings on other people instead, blames it on other men for stealing so-called women, and women don't look his way because why do the good girls go with bad guys? And it's a whole cycle. And then it's like, oh, well, I hate men, you know, especially gay men because, you know, they're so fruity. And he's very fragile with his masculinity because you know how it's like, oh, you're gay, that means you like me automatically. When it's like, well, if someone's straight doesn't mean they like you automatically. It's kind of one of those skewed thinking where it's like, yeah, he thinks gay people like him, so it turns him off. he wants women, but women don't want him. Women go with men, so he ends up hating everyone. It's a whole cycle, and it's very, very sad, but that is the reality of Chris Chan. But what do we think of that episode? I'm curious of the comments. Chris and Jack saying anyways at the same time is hilarious and shows that Jack is a sad version of Chris and the most cringy troll. I have to admit that Jack is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. When Chris and Jack were conversing together, it felt like two people mirroring each other. Definitely was better this week, but yeah. Mad at men for stealing women from him, hates gays. He hates gay men because he has a very fragile masculinity, because he hates that people think he's gay, because, you know, the easiest way to bully someone is to go, haha, you're gay. I mean, in the modern days, right, if someone bullies you for being gay, it's like, okay, yeah, what about it? Like, you know, you want me to come smack you on the lips, give you a big smooching? But for him, it was like, oh my god, you think I'm gay. Now everyone thinks I'm gay. Now I won't get any women. Now people think I'm gay. Gay people are going to hit on me. And I hate men. It's a whole feedback loop. And I agree, Jack was trying too hard. He does not hit well, but at least it's not as bad as Blue Spike. It's a different type of pathetic. Definitely doesn't beat Liquid Chris arc. I love Liquid Chris no matter what. But yeah, Jack Thaddeus, sorry buddy, but he's probably on my tier list of like low trolling. But I think at the end of the day, if I was to take a troll, I would definitely take a more pathetic troll that tries rather than one that's straight up cruel. This felt like a popcorn episode filler. It really did. But I think we're slowly getting to the point where it's like, let's see. Where we're slowly seeing the transitioning take place. The crack show through, okay? Let's see. So, oh, wait. It's starting to happen. Wait, what? That's next one. Wait, this was literally episode 21 was just now, right? Ooh. Oh my gosh. It's beginning next week. Okay. Was it blackface above? Apparently it's not, but I don't know the context, but I wouldn't be surprised. What is this? Mud mask? I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure out in like 7 weeks time, 9 weeks time. I'm not too sure, but this looks very promising. There must be a reason for it to be showing. We will figure it out, but we're so close to HD Chris. Oh my god, Chris with boobs! Wait, you can't see this. Let me scroll up. Oh my days! I thought I'd never see that. But yeah, holy
smokes.
Well, I guess we know Chris is not flat. But it's kind of crazy to think that like we actually jumped from like being at the bottom to like moving all the way to the top. Like we're slowly getting there. We're slowly filtering through. But yeah. How it feels to record a Chris Chan comprehensive video. I want to see this video.
My bunkmates were experimenting and made me their mofo unwilling guinea pig. I was blindfolded during the whole thing. Feeling an 8-year-old's dick up my ass, I was not thrilled from the ordeal. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god.
My monitor broke after tapping into your stream.
Let's move on.
I'm sorry, my aura was that too good.
Feeling an 8-year-old's dick up my ass. I was blindfolded for the whole thing. Feeling an 8-year-old's dick. Feeling an 8-year-old's dick up my ass.
Yeah, I don't think Oh my god. I've always wondered how Gio manages to narrate in that voice, like, feeling my ass get pounded by the local femboy made me tremor. I didn't know how to feel, but at that time, it gave me a sense of rush. It gave me a sense of liberation. Is this who I meant to be? All those times playing dress up and buying toys and clothing on Amazon? Was I meant to be the man I was meant to be? I would definitely like to see Chris Chan like compare boob sizes. But yeah, I don't know how this narrator just narrates things in a monotone voice and just not lose it. Like, let's find some stuff to read on Chris Chan's page. Ready? Chris Chan Law. Chris Chan. Okay.
I don't care about Wikipedia. I'm a kid. Goo goo gaga.
Oh, this is lame. But, like, imagine. My name is Christian Weston Channel, and today I'll be talking about my real life. I was born in 1999 and given birth to 2 loving parents. I can't do the monotone voice. I really gotta give it to Gino Samuel? Gio Samuel? Yeah, I gotta give it to him. Oh wait, he renamed his account. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic, but Gino Samuel renamed the account. Does anyone remember when this was just called Gino Samuel? It wasn't called Chris Chan Comprehensive History? This is such a huge day for the Christorians. I swear, am I actually losing it? I swear he was called Gino Samuel. I swear the account had this name. I'm not going insane, right? I'm not going crazy. Okay, let me go on Twitch real quick. I want to see my broadcast. I swear his account was called Gino Samuel at one point. No way. Do I have evidence? Okay. I swear it was. Okay, I have been doing well. I swear, let me find a video. No, I'm covering it up. Why is my no. It was literally last week. It was literally called Gino Samuel. He changed it. I'm not going crazy. Okay, we gotta find back in the Wayback Machine. Okay, Wayback Machine. Okay. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It was literally last week, Gino Samuel. Oh my gosh. The channel was named Gino Samuel 2.0, 2.1. Noticing. That's insane. Am I that much of a historian to notice the little bits? Like, I remember the profile picture was literally his face. I'm so cooked. This is literally Christory. We're witnessing Christian history. Alright, let me see if I can. It's okay. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to using this website, but whoa. How did I even catch that? Well, you see, I don't have eyes for no reason. I'm keeping an eye out. I'm constantly on the watch. That is so weird, because I swear, right? Yeah, he has Gino Samuel. He had Gino Samuel stuff. Yeah, I was not crazy. And when I look at my old VOD, right? I'm gonna share real quick my old VOD, right? My stuff behind the scenes. All my days, but if you look real close here, right? If you look super duper close, you can see his profile picture right here. That's actually crazy. You can see it right here. Do you see it on the left? It's right there. Oh my gosh, that's actually insane. And then like I'm trying to scrub through the video. Oh, I guess I didn't show it. But sorry.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Anyways, we gotta go back into time. We gotta go way back to the very start, where I gotta tell a story. A story about a little bat girl. A little bat girl who got up to things.
But yeah, no, that is so weird though. You could have went to your VOD channel. You're right. I have a VOD channel. You're right. You're right. Erohime Mir enjoyers, you are much more smarter than me. That's something I can say for sure. Way more smarter than me. And did you know if you search Erohime Mir up, it actually comes up on YouTube? What the freaking chungus? Look, it's me. That's not me. But it's me. I'm here all my days. All my days. You can actually find me on YouTube. Totally not plugging it. I'm so popular, right? Has to remember you guys, don't worry. Yeah, we don't talk about the weird channels it showed, but yeah, this is me. Oh my god, we should totally watch my debut trailer again. Yeah, oh my gosh. She looks so freaking cute. Whoa, let's check this out. Whoa. I did accidentally premiere it. I actually had the storyboard. Can I show you all the storyboard I had for it? It was pretty cute. I actually had a storyboard. It was like, so I was talking to the editor, which was Tappy, and I was like, so I kind of want it like this, but not too like this. And Tappy's like, okay, sure. And then I drew it on paint, and let me scroll down and find it. From Erohime Mir has image. Okay. It was a very bad storyboard, by the way. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so this is what it was. So it was Erohime Mia. And then we have pills dropping and a silhouette. I was telling you, I actually like had a lot of thought into it, okay? And then we have the 3 close-ups. And wait, let's actually analyze it. So yeah, so you can see it. Erohime Mia, pill drop, and then the 3 close-ups, right? And then we have the medallion, the ears, and the thigh piece. And then, yeah, we have ninja moment. I'm like, you know what would be super cool? If we just showed off my eyes, which was this bit. And then I wanted to do like, you know, paint being thrown onto the screen, and then it'd show like 31st May, 7 p.m. GST. I wanted to show like a, you know, like a cream pie, like a apple pie being like thrown onto the screen and it melts down. But I couldn't do that. So it was like very hard to like translate. So instead we ended up having like this stuff pop out, which was fine. And then the ending, which let me move to the side. The ending here, I wanted twitch.tv arrow, new emotes, new model, new, I think that's everything. And then this was the date. And yeah, this was the storyboard. It was so peak. I felt like, you know, I was so freaking smart when I told them about it. I was like, yeah, this is my vision. You can totally see it, right? And here it was. crazy ideas, right? But it's kind of funny, like how you can see how much it's changed compared to like, you know, the actual thing. Like I feel like it is very similar though. I'm very proud of it though. All made on Microsoft Paint, by the way. I am just an indie artist after all. And I guess a little plug, but there's also the debut video cut down if you ever want to revisit it. And I think, whoa, okay, that's a weird thumbnail. I'm going to upload the hand cam stream, the first one I did with the censored stuff. This time the stuff will be censored. So yeah, we'll have an archive of that, which is very, very nice. And I'm very excited. Can we watch it? You guys can watch it in your own time. I don't want to react to my own content. I'm gonna freaking cringe seeing everything. Is it gonna be censored or cut out that part? I actually haven't seen the exports, but I'm pretty sure what I told Tappy to do was to just have a mosaic over it. And yeah, it was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely funny. Let me see real quick how long it is. It's 9 minutes, which isn't a long watch. I'm actually very... Oh, yep, Tappy does include it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. The more you know. It got censored. Okay. Yep. Actually, I'll give you a little small preview of it now that we're here. So, for those that didn't see what happened, this is what basically happened in the leading moments to it. Here's a heart for you guys, I guess. The audio is so low. The more you know, the I missed the accidental flash on stream because I blinked and missed it. No, it was so quick. I actually didn't think it was NSFW. You can promote it now, uncensored Erihime, as a members only video. True. But yeah, the handcam stream is edited. But those that want to watch, I'll probably upload it, yeah, on the weekend. That's when I do majority of the VOD uploads. But fun times. Very, very excited. And this is like all the other videos, but we don't see behind the scenes. Gotta keep up the kayfabe. Alright. Let me switch over back to my room. Hello, I am back. And we are back in my room. I had a really fun stream, and I'm like realizing the time right now. I said that it was going to be a super short stream, but I literally went to the 2-hour mark. My bad. I have been trying to push streams to be a little bit shorter, just for like my mentality and my health and whatnot. But I think like 2 hours is like a good point. I don't really want to push it with 2 hours and 30. I feel like that's where it begins to drag on. But I'm glad that those could catch a stream and watch Chris Chan with me. I don't fault anyone for not catching on to my Chris Chan streams. It is definitely a heavy topic to talk about. I feel like to be able to watch Chris Chan is to be able to watch a car wreck. You're just watching something and waiting for something bad to happen. And it definitely has its ups and downs. But don't worry, I will definitely be heading to bed right after this stream. I definitely can say though, whenever I'm tired and I hit the live button and I start yapping to y'all, I feel like my energy gets rejuvenated a little bit. Like, I feel like I become a little bit more awake and a bit more happier. I definitely did have an eventful day today, as I mentioned early on stream. But streaming at night right before I go to sleep definitely has its perks from time to time. It's very cliche, but I'm happy to be here. and to yap to you all about the most obscure things and sometimes brain rot, I guess. But I had a very fun stream today. I think here's probably a good point to cut it. There's not really much to discuss other than the current episode, but I feel like most can say that it was definitely a fun episode, but a little bit hard to watch, definitely popcorn filler, but I think next week is where it definitely peaks. Yeah. I like when you do the anime voice, don't see a lot doing those bits.
Yeah, so I'm just a Sigmer, you know. Thank you so much though for joining.
Wait, I think I hear a voice in the distance. I'm sorry. Wait, I hear a voice. Do you hear it?
Kajan, don't bully me. Oh my god, it hurts. Don't touch me there.
Wait, is that UA in the background I hear? Mate Kudasai? Wait, I can't see my monitor. Wait, is that Uraka-chan in the background? Wow! Oh my gosh, it's Uraka! Oh my god, is that Kaminari Denki? Oh my gosh.
Kajan, I've said it so many times. I want to be a hero. I just want to be like you. I want to be the greatest. I want to be like All Might. Grr. Kajan, you're so silly.
Oh my god, it's Deku and Bakugo. I gotta chase them. Wait for me, Deku-chan. Oh my god, Bakugo-chan. Wait for me. Oh my god, I think I hear that voice. Oh my gosh. Sayonara, everyone. I gotta be a hero. I gotta follow the voices. Goodbye.
Oh my god. Kajan, let's go. Oh my god, Erohime Mir. Is that you, Erohime Mir? Do you want to take my hand and go to UA Academy with me? Oh my god, it's just like, you know, it's like you're in the flesh, and I finally get to meet you. Oh my god, let's be...
Guys, I gotta go. I'm shifting.
You know, guys, wait, where am I? Oh, is this the Erohime Mir stream? The name's Deku, by the way. I just want to say, you too can be a hero. Sayonara. Super Idol de Sharon Domenida Tembai. Silly Kajan, that's not how you sing the song. Let me show you how it sings. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Okay, bye guys. Bye. Bye.